am back with another weekly reading update. We're going to run through all the books that I've read this week, some that I've started, and what I am planning to read next. I actually finished the first book that I started in January. Normally I'm quite a quick reader, but at the moment I've been reading 2 books at the same time, which is why it's taken me a little bit longer to finish, I think. So the first one that I read was Nightbane, which is the second book in the Lightlark series. First part of this book was so slow. Enjoying some of the past chapters. I can't really talk about what they're about because obviously it's the second one in the series, but I was enjoying those, and then the rest of the book was just really slow building up to the main plot point, and then the last 50 pages were literally crazy. So I was actually thinking about just DNFing this book. I pushed on through and I'm so glad I did because the last 50 pages were crazy and now I'm desperate to read the next ones. I ended up giving this one a 3.75 because the rest of the book felt very 3-star, but then the end was like crazy and that felt very 4-star, so I settled on a 3.75 for this one. Then another book that I finished this week was the third book in the Zodiac Academy series, so Zodiac Academy The Reckoning, and I'm actually really enjoying this series more than I thought. I'm not going to say it's the best well-written fantasy series I've ever read because it's not, but it's really easy to understand. It's actually really quick paced. Considering the books are over 500 pages each, I'm literally binging them and I don't know how I'm doing that, but I think just because it's so quick, like even the chapters are literally like 20 minutes long and I don't feel like I'm sitting there reading for 20 minutes. I'm literally just binging and enjoying it so much more than I thought I would. I think it's just such a casual read, so I'm actually really enjoying the series, and I ended up giving this one 4 stars. Then after finishing those, I actually started another book on my Kindle, which is Rock Paper Scissors by Alice Feeney. I've actually never read a book by Alice Feeney, but I've heard great things about her writing, so I've started that one and I'll let you know how I'm feeling about it. I'm literally just a couple of chapters in. It's about a couple that are going through a bit of a rough patch in their marriage. So they have a weekend away and it's literally snowstorming and just weird things have been happening already. So I'm only, like I say, a couple of chapters in, so I can't really talk about much of the plot point, but I'm enjoying it so far. Then the next book that I'm going to pick up, which I'm planning to start today, is In Your Dreams by Sarah Adams, which is her newest release and the 4th book in the When in Rome series. It's actually my book club's book of the month this month, so I definitely need to get to this one, but I am looking forward to reading it, and I've obviously just finished 2 fantasies and then picked up a mystery thriller, so I think a romance to break up all of that is probably good, otherwise my brain is literally going to collapse. I'm going to be reading this one, so I'm going to start this today, so I'll come back with more thoughts and stuff in next week's weekly update. Let me know whether you read any of these, specifically the Lightlark series. Did you feel the same about this book, or did you actually really enjoy it? Let me know, and I'll be back with another weekly update next week.